Hi, Raspberry Pi 3 Model B was announced in February 2016. I have been already using it for several weeks and I decided to do a quick and strictly technical overview. You might be wondering what's new in Raspberry Pi 3 and why you should buy it. Let's compare it to the older versions and have a look at the 8 major differences that I found out. The first thing to note is the new processor. Raspberry Pi 3 has a powerful quad-core ARMv8 CPU running at 1.2 GHz. This is one of the first development boards with 64-bit ARM CPU on the market. I read comments that the CPU of Raspberry Pi 3 is overheating. Although I haven't seen any issues during my everyday activities with it, maybe it's a good idea to get a heatsink, especially if you're doing a lot of computations which overload the CPU. Integrated Wi-Fi is a great new feature for Raspberry Pi 3. The board offers a built-in 802.11n wireless adapter. This is a very important feature if you're planning to create Internet of Things. The minor disadvantage is that the wireless does not support the latest Wi-Fi standard, AC. Another new cool feature of Raspberry Pi 3 is the Bluetooth. It is a low-energy module that supports Bluetooth 4.1. It is a great addition to the board as it allows you to pair your Raspberry Pi 3 with your smartphone or any other Bluetooth gadget. The first version of Raspberry Pi had 26 pins. After that, 40-pin header was introduced. It is available on Raspberry Pi 0 and Raspberry Pi 2, as well as on models A+ and B+ of version 1. Raspberry Pi 3 also has 40-pin header. 26 of them are GPIO pins. The rest are for power and ground. The existing Raspberry Pi heads are compatible with version 3. For example, you can still easily mount Sense head. The form factor is different from Raspberry Pi 0, but it is the same as of the other versions. Raspberry Pi 3 can fit into a case for Raspberry Pi 2, but there is a catch. Due to the Wi-Fi, the position of the LED indicators for activity and power are moved to the other side. Therefore, it is recommended to buy a new case for your Raspberry Pi 3. By the way, the official case is truly great and I highly recommend it. The first version of Raspberry Pi was using a big standard SD card. After that, the SD card was replaced with a microSD card for all new versions. Raspberry Pi 3 is not an exception, but there is one difference. Unlike the previous models, version 3 does not have the click to eject option. You can notice the difference. Model A of the very first version of Raspberry Pi had a single USB port. Model B was with 2 ports. Raspberry Pi 0 is with a single micro USB port. Raspberry Pi 3 as well as the rest of the previous version have 4 USB 2 ports. They're very convenient if you're planning to use the board as a desktop replacement. So far, we have seen that Raspberry Pi 3 offers a better processor and unlike its predecessors, it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. These features require more power, therefore it is recommended to get a really powerful power supply. According to the recommendations from raspberrypi.org, you should consider using 2.5 ampere USB power supply if you're planning to attach power-hungry USB devices. Thank you for watching. Before rushing to the shop for your Raspberry Pi 3, please have a look at my other videos and subscribe for more.